Today I'm going to start off with the mixing of the track. However, it can be that during the mixing process, I'm going to maybe move some stuff around in the arrangement. So that really depends. Yeah, if my perception really changed about this track. But the main focus from this point on is going to be on the mixing. What I will do, I will just organize the tracks inside this project, basically categorize them in buses, and from there on I'll just start mixing one bus at a time. So let's get on to it. So I'm going to start by removing what I don't need anymore. I'm gonna check again if there is anything muted. Well, the side chain, but that one I needed. Everything okay here. Bass, yeah. Omnisphere, okay. Now I need to check if all of the instruments have been recorded first from Omnisphere. For instance, the pads need to be recorded, so I'm going to do that now. One of the reasons why I'm recording this way is because the quality is a bit better, and rather than just exporting. And sometimes there are some interesting artifacts just from having the instrument play in a way live rather than rendering it. Okay. Yeah, so that note is not playing because well, actually I didn't use it. It used to be a longer clip, and the note is not being played at that point, so I can just delete this. Okay. Just fixing quickly the level of the microphone. And I want to check again the level of the music. Okay. Maybe the microphone needs to be a tiny bit lower. All right, that's it. So let me move forward. Now, this one is audio recorded, perfect. I'm going to check the other tracks as well. So let's see if everything is made audio from Omnisphere. And basically what I'll do, just to make it easier for myself, I'm going to delete the MIDI inputs. So that one can go. This one from the ARP can go because it's already recorded. This is the bass, which is also recorded. I'm going to delete the MIDI input. And this is the other bass. Same thing here, everything is recorded, so I'll delete the MIDI input. And actually the other Instruments are not used, so I can delete. And now I'm going to ungroup Omnisphere and delete the main instrument, basically the Omnisphere itself. Okay, now I have the audio tracks only, and now let me rename this one. So this is pad Omnisphere, and this is pad higher. Okay, arpeggiator. This is bass. I already have like a bass 1 and a bass 2, I think. Well, I'm just gonna make this bass 3, and this one below I'm gonna make it bass 4. Okay. And I'll make everything audio. But I think I already have everything audio. Yeah, I think so. Well, except the white noise. But anyway, this one doesn't use so much processor, so I can just leave it there. It's from operator. Okay. So now I'm going to go first in the drum bus, and I'm going to start organizing them by lowest frequency going to the highest frequency. So my first one would be, in this case, the kick, and now I have to see what other elements I have here that come after the kick. I think the claps I can drop closer to the kick. Yeah, there. So all these other ones are hats. Hats. Got a lot of hats. And I have this drum portal resampling. Yeah, I think this can go closer to the claps. Okay, and now let's see the hats. Which ones are the lowest? Well, that not. Also not. What is this FX loop here? Actually, I have nothing on the FX loop channel, so I can just delete it out. Okay, main hat. Okay, it sounds like this one can come after the well, can be the first clap, the first hat in line to be like the bass, and then all the other ones are coming on top of it. So I can put that one first. I think this one the second. Yeah, this one too. That one can stay there because that's pretty much like an incidental hat. Okay, this one can come following after hat 1. And let's see what else we have here. Okay, this one next. No, actually I'm gonna put this with a higher priority than the one before. Yeah. And this human hat, I think it can be pretty much there. And now, let's see, hat fill. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to rename them because it's a bit confusing the way they are named now. So here I have the portal drum. And then I have the main head 1, main head 2. Yeah, for me it's very important to be organized when I do the mix down, because otherwise it's just gonna be a mess. So I take my time to do this. Head 1, okay. Head 2 is gonna be this one. And I'm going to copy this, okay. Head 3, one head, okay. Percussive head, okay. Groove head. Yeah, that name can stay. And it's gonna be incidental heads. Then 2. This one is gonna be, yeah, I can leave it like that. Perfect. Okay. So now the drums are organized. Now moving on to the other elements. So let's see. I'm going to start with grouping the bass. So all the tracks with the bass name. Did I miss anything? No. So now I'm going to make a group out of this, and I'll say bass group. Okay. What's next? Just going to make this a different color. Well, I like to make it red, so I know it's bass very low element. Oh, I put it in the wrong drum bus. So yeah, there. Okay. Now the pads together with the ambience. Actually, this pad mini V is more like a synth, so I'll just group what I have here now. So this would be the pads group. And I'm gonna take the FX, going to put this with the white noise in a group. Say FX group. And then I have my actually the arpeggio together with the pad mini V. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, the vocal loop can also go into the pads group. Really? And then this mini V, I'm gonna say pad mini V. I'm going to say actually synth mini V, because it's more like a synth. Okay, so now all the synths and together with the ARP group. So I'll say here ARP and synth group. But I also have for the synth group. Let me see. This is the synth groove. Okay, actually this one goes inside the bass group because it's pretty low. And then I have the main melody group. And this one is going to go into the synth group. Oh. Alright, so that's pretty much sorted now. So I have, how many buses do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buses, 5 groups, and I'm going to give the same color to all of the containing tracks and clips, just to make it easier visually. I'll say the same here. Maybe this one is going to be a brighter color. Yeah. And actually, FX group, it will be all the way at the end. Pads, I'm going to give this one also a color. And ARPs, also the same color. And only the virus one, I'm going to give it a different color so I know it's different. Well, that it's a group within a group. So I have my, after the bass, I have the ARP and synths, and then I have the pads with ambience and the FX group. So basically now I can start mixing. But wait, first I want to check inside each group if the sounds are organized sonically as per priority. Okay, so actually this is the main driving bass. And then is the bass from Diva. And then I think is this one in groove. No. Yeah, this one gonna be after. Then we have bass 5. No. Well, actually, the synth groove, I'm gonna put it as next one in line, and then the other two will follow. So that's that. Well, here are the ARP and synths, doesn't really matter, so I can leave it as is. And at the pads, I think maybe the vocal needs to be first, but let's. No, the position is there, okay. Okay, so obviously the ambience should go lower. Actually, it's gonna be after the vocal. Okay, now I'm going to mute all the other channels, well, groups. I'm going to start with the drum bass. So I will take each element, basically I'll start with the kick, and then I'll add all the other elements on top, and I'll check if there are any frequencies which I don't like or they are disturbing. And actually this is my priority, the drum bass, to have it sound on its own like really good. And basically, yeah, eventually I could just use only the drum bass to play it in a club, and then have other stuff thrown on top of it, you know, like other loops and other elements. So that's my mindset when I'm mixing the drums. And later on, well, I'll go to the other parts. I'm gonna start with this now, so let's see. Okay, this is a loop I sampled, and it has a tiny bit of a head, and I like that. I'm gonna leave that as is. Going to drop another EQ and just scan quickly and see if there is anything that bothers me. Just going to make a loop there. I think it's pretty okay. Normally I'm looking for like the distorting frequencies, like ooh, oh, those are super annoying. So it looks like here I have no EQ on the clap, but that's not a problem. Low cut. So this way I remove a lot of stuff that's just there. For instance, here it was on the clap some low end which I don't need, and it just clutters the spectrum. I think this is okay. What I will do, I will process it with a bit of I've got here the CLA unplugged. Well, actually, let me move my camera on the other side so you can see. Okay, so I have here on the send returns, I've got at E, there is CLA unplugged, and here I have basically on this send return, it's the plugin itself, and there is no preset loaded, no adjustments, it's just the default because it already sounds really good. And then I have here on top Q3 just to remove the low end because I don't want the low end to pass through the send return. So A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, I think that's okay. Next one. That's gonna be the drum, the portal drum. So actually I'm gonna pick this part here and loop that and see if there is anything annoying there. So the low end can go. Maybe that one a bit lower. Yeah, I think that's okay. This one already has some unplugged send on it. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, that's okay. Now the next one. The hat. Okay, here I'm going to take the open hat and pan it differently. So maybe I go a bit to the right. Yeah, and I think the volume should be a bit lower. That's good. I feel a tiny bit here on the higher spectrum, but yeah, normally when I start cutting from there, then the mix is gonna sound really muffled. So maybe I'm just gonna take down a tiny bit, and I'm gonna use later on the side chaining to make room in between the hats if there is really necessary, but I'll see later on. Actually, I would like this hat to be a bit more open on the stereo spectrum. So I'll just open the width a bit. And there's a click that I don't like at the beginning. Checking where it's coming from. Well, this I'm gonna say, yeah, don't snap, and I'm going to fix here the fade out. One seems the annoying one. I think that's better. Check which one is playing. So I have here. Yeah, these names are too long. I cannot they fit in the space. Anyway, I'm just gonna go back into the sampler drum and see which, because I have one here. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. This also sounds a bit clicky. It's a tiny bit. Actually, this is really interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like this and put the volume a bit lower and gonna EQ it. There is a frequency that annoys me. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna drop some CLA return. Bringing the volume down a bit. Alright, the next one. Oh, saving, yeah. I'm saving now. Okay, I'll loop this section. That one a bit too much. Maybe take it a bit down from there, tiny bit. And with this one in particular, what I could also do, sidechain it with one of the hats above. So maybe I'll go for hat 1, main hat 1. I think that's better. And next one. Okay. Actually, I'm going to remove this Pro Q and Pro Q2 and I'm gonna add Q3. Low cut. I think this is okay like this. However, the portal drum needs to be a bit lower in volume. Yeah, something like that. Okay, next one. EQ. That one I wanted out. Yeah. And I want some sidechain. So I'll drop the sidechain from the other hat on here. But I'm going to sidechain it with the main hat 1. So before, I think it's better. Maybe I'll even make this one mono. Let's see if it's gonna work. Utility. And just gonna pick left channel. Or even better, because I don't like it when it's mono, I will drop delay, and then I'm going to use the fake delay stereo. So I think I already had one patch saved here. Yeah, this. So this could be interesting. Let's see if I have like a stereo image plugin. I'm gonna drop that one on the master to see where that one sits. Yeah, I think it's within acceptable limits for sure. Yeah, sounds like it. Okay. Going to put that off for now. And then I have this human hat. Let me loop that one. Again, I will remove the Pro Q2 and add the Pro Q3 EQ. And as you can see, there is already something happening on the excuse me, on the higher spectrum because of the waves plugin, this one, and already gives out a bit of noise. That's fine. Going to take that one out, that frequency, and I'm going to use again the sidechain with the kick sidechain, just to give it some more bounciness, even though the notes of the hat are in between the kick. I think that's cool. Okay, and now this percussive hat. This can be a bit louder. I remember I put it down previously, but yeah, I just have to hear at the end of the mixing process for the drums and see if the volume is indeed right. But I feel for now that it has to be a bit louder. Can be a tiny bit more there on the high end. There is something that annoys me in the hats. Yeah, there are these ones, the portal ones, and I'm going to sidechain these with, let's see, I think hat 2. Yeah. So hat 2, there you go. Yeah, like that. Cool. Now, groove hat. I don't know why I called it groove hat, but well, just another hat. That one I wanted out. Okay. Also something odd there, I'm gonna take that one out. I think for the rest it's okay. Maybe put a bit of CLA send return. Okay. Now the incidental heads. I'll just loop that part there. So there, I want that out. Yeah. Should be fine. Let's see in other areas. Here with the kick out sounds. Okay. Now the next one. Also loop. Delete the Pro Q2 and add the Pro Q3. That's okay there. Remove a bit of the volume there. Just a tiny bit there at the 9K. Remove. Okay. And then is the hat fill. Well, it sounds okay. Nevertheless, I'm going to check quickly. That's fine. Actually, here on the incidental hat too, maybe I'll add a bit of the CLA send return. Tiny bit. Okay, and I think the drum bass is pretty much there. Gonna play it for a bit and see how it sounds. From the low end of this head. Yeah. Okay, I have the groove hat, which has some effect on it. There is a frequency that disturbs me. there, yeah. Better, right? Actually, I might just bring the low cut even further. But in a way, it also has its charm with the phasing kind of effect from the LFO. Okay, and what I like to do, actually I have to check if I have enough space on my UAD memory. I'm not sure, but I can try. I like to add Eventide plugin on top of the drum bus. Do I actually have it here in the send return? No, I don't have it. Well, actually I could potentially solve this also with a tape delay. Let me check if it's gonna work. Okay, so that's actually with the CLA has a very interesting effect if I do a parallel chain. Maybe a tiny bit. Nice. Just add a little bit of tape delay, tiny bit, and I need to check the tape delay, the EQ. Okay, so I can remove more the low end. Okay, well, my drum bus is pretty much there, I think, and I will save this.